What up, guys and gals? It's your boy Chris, aka Fister Mantastic. We are starting our day off with a skate session at a different place, so that's interesting. And we're gonna meet up later with Austin to go to the gym, get a shoulder and ab workout in for you guys. Haven't done that yet, so that's good. And then definitely got to take down a Palkia raid. Also, a few things I want to go over real quick about Palkia. Because I didn't really mention in the last video, I did mention you mostly want to do dragons, but like you really want to use just dragons. I'd mentioned the best counters last time. A few other options of counters you can use. I was using Roserade on my team because I didn't really have anything else, but I recently changed my team to add Palkia in with Dragon Tail and Draco Meteor, which is the third best counter against Palkia, Rayquaza being the first, and Dragon with Dragon Tail and Outrage, as well as Dragonite with Dragon Tail and Outrage, or Draco Meteor. Those are your top three counters. But other counters you could consider as alternatives are actually going to be Togekiss, Gyarados, Groudon, and Granbull. But you really want to go with dragons for the most part. Again, Rayquaza, Dragonite, and Palkia being the best counters. Other great counters you're going to want to use are Salamence with Draco Meteor, as well as Latios and Latias with Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw, as well as you could use Alolan Exeggutor with Dragon Pulse, and I think he can also wear an Outrage. And you could also consider using Seadra. So yeah, you're going to want to go with dragons, and your other alternatives you could consider if you don't have too many dragons, if you have them, are Togekiss. Gardevoir is a great counter against Dragon with its Fairy type, as well as Granbull. With Dazzling Gleam, you want to use Dazzling Gleam as your Fairy type move, charge move. And again, Gyarados and Groudon are also possible alternative counters against Palkia. So that's that for you guys. Also, the current raid boss pool, now that the Hoenn event is over. So in level 1, we have Magikarp back in level 1 raids, as well as Dratini, Swablu, Feebas, and Shinx, and those all have the possibility of being shinies, as well as Buizel is in level 1 raids. In the level 2 tier, we have Alolan Exeggutor, Kirlia, Sableye, and Mawile, and Sableye and Mawile have the possibility to be shiny. In tier 3, we have Alakazam is back in raids, as well as Machamp, Azumarill, and Granbull. Sadly, you don't have the possibility of getting a shiny Granbull from a raid. However, shiny Snowball is in the wild. It's an off-brand shiny, but it is still possible you can find it. They'll look like this. In tier 4, we have Alolan Marowak back in raids, as well as Togetic, Ursaring, Tyranitar, and Absol is back in level 4 raids, and that can be shiny. As you know, Palkia is the level 5 raid going on right now, and we still have Attack Form Deoxys in EX raids. I haven't gotten any EX passes lately, so I guess we're still waiting on the next wave for that, because I'm pretty sure I've been battling at a few EX raid gyms, but gotta keep trying. I'll mostly be doing a Palkia raid pretty much at least once a day, every day, for you guys. So that's the latest news in Pokemon Go with that, and should cover any and all questions I didn't cover in the last video about Palkia. So that's that, and let's go get this skate session in. if you're ever in the Oldsmar or West Chase area. But more importantly, there's a lot of really good spawn points, and normally there's a nest here, but I guess there's not right now for some reason, or I just haven't gotten close enough. It's whatever. But we about to finally finish our Meltan research. Now this won't be a Pokedex Meltan. I already got Meltan from the mystery boxes from playing Let's Go Pikachu, which I do plan on doing a Fate Let's Go for that, and doing live streams for it. We finally finished the quest. I definitely want to find out this guy.
You know you suck at skating, Chris. Why don't you just give up?
Fuck you! I forgot to mention earlier that we also have some adulting to do today. You know, errands to do, finances to run, and chores to do, that kind of stuff. But the plan remains the same, and I will still see you guys at the gym. And we will definitely still do one raid later. Alright, just as I said we would, we made it to another Palkia raid. And one thing I didn't make clear earlier, again, just like with this new raid boss added with Palkia, those other encounters I mentioned earlier, Groudon, Gyarados, Togekiss, those alternative counters you want to use, you may want to consider using them against Draco Meteor, well, if you can, I guess. In any situation where you're duoing a Palkia raid or you get knocked out and you have to jump back in, if you're going against Draco Meteor Palkia, you might want to consider using those alternatives because Draco Meteor will be super effective on your dragons. Dragons will be your best counters overall, but since it will suffer super effective damage from that Draco Meteor, you might want to consider using those alternatives such as Groudon, Gyarados, and Togekiss, and so on. But without any further ado, we're jumping in. And also with Dragonite, aside from Draco Meteor, Dragon Breath and Outrage are great alternatives for charge moves to use against Palkia. In fact, I think the highest rated is with Outrage. Since I want to say Outrage charges faster, so has a bit of a higher TDO. But I think Draco Meteor has a higher DPS, so that can vary depending on which Palkia you're going against, whether it's a Draco Meteor, Fire Blast, or a and this is a Fire Blast one, and it's actually hitting us pretty hard here. Wow, yeah, this is really sweeping our team right here. And here goes our Palkia that we got yesterday that we taught Draco Meteor, which is also one of the best counters for Palkia. Yeah, it looks like the best counters for a Fire Blast are going to be your Rock and Ground types, Tyranitar. Oh, a Charge TM. Oh yeah, Tyranitar, Golem, Kabutops, only 8 balls, oof. Etc. Rhyperior, you get it, Groudon for sure. So 2211, not perfect. Hopefully he has good stats. We'll see if we can get this guy. Again, this hitbox is so small and it is far. You really got to launch this ball to get this guy. We got it. All right, our second Palkia. Fantastic. let's check out its stats. This is another Fire Blast Dragon Tail one. And it's nothing spectacular. I think it's about the same, if not actually worse than the last one we got. But we have a month. We'll get a better one, hopefully. Yeah. So that's what I got for you guys for now. I will see you guys at the gym. We also didn't get to record, but we did do 2 sets of weighted incline crunches with Russian twists. 2 sets, 8 to 12 reps. Well, it's been a pretty great day. Pretty busy day. I'm up really late editing and posting yesterday's video because I didn't have time to take care of it earlier today, but it will be up. I will have it for you guys as soon as possible. Excuse me. Also, I never added that earlier today we got our Pokedex Bronzor, so you can see that here in post, as well as I mentioned in yesterday's video, but I never showed it, that a few days ago I also found a shiny Shuppet in the wild during the Hoenn event. That was back on Monday. I found that shiny Shuppet in the wild. I guess it's technically an off-brand shiny, but also not, because it was during the Hoenn event, but I got it in the wild, not from a raid. I don't know, it's pretty cool. I got a shiny Shuppet just out in the wild at the parking lot at HCC. Yeah, it's been a pretty great day, and it's time to call this video to a close. So, as always, how are you living your life, and how can you be living it even better? Links are in the description for my website and for my Patreon. If you want to sign up for a Patreon, you can start by just donating $2 a month, as well as just different tiers at $5, $10, and $20. All patrons get first and early access to all content by Fantastic Productions. Higher tiers can receive exclusive content that are all posted, and all early and exclusive content are posted on the Patreon. And our highest tier, our 1-up tier, paying $20 a month, get complimentary merch. So in a way, that top tier pays itself off over time with you guys getting complimentary merch. For those of you that want to sign up for it, just something to consider. If you guys want to help me out, it will be greatly appreciated. It's really the best way that you guys can help me out, besides from watching these videos and following me on social media. If you want to help me keep putting out content like this, if you like it anyway. So if you like this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. And of course, always try to follow me on social media. I post on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook fairly regularly, mostly on Instagram. And I think that's about it. Thank you all for watching. Have a fantastic day.